Well, hey there, and welcome back to the Property Management Podcast, and Happy New Year. I hope 2026 has started in an amazing way for you. And one of the things I find when we start a new year, we think that we've got to, pack so much into it. We've got to play catch up because we've had a couple of weeks off. But I want you to take a deep breath, slow down, plan out your weeks, plan out how you want to work this year, and not just be reactive to everything that comes in your way. And if you're starting the new year with business growth and marketing high on your priority list, then this is the episode that you need to hear. I'm unpacking a powerful workshop I recently hosted all about the 5 biggest mistakes that are keeping you invisible online. And trust me, they're mistakes so many of us are unknowingly making. So, over the next 2 episodes, I'll walk you through the exact strategies and mindset shifts that have helped me go from zero visibility to building a thriving online brand. And more importantly, how we've helped countless property managers, BDMs, and business owners explode their personal brands and attract leads like never before. And this isn't just about social media fluff. This is about learning how to play in the digital and AI world that's already transforming our industry. If you're not showing up online in the right way, you're leaving opportunity and income on the table. So whether you're just getting started out or you're ready to level up, this 2-part series will give you the clarity, confidence, and kickstart that you need. And if you want to go deeper, there will be a link in the show notes to join my Digital Marketing and AI Academy, because the future is here and it's time to get visible online. Let's dive on in to part 1. The secret to being visible online is really simple. You just need to start thinking like a digital marketer. And mistake number 1 is actually that you're not thinking like a digital marketer. So when it comes to change, none of us like it. We like to just keep doing things the old way that we've always done them. And there's no shame in that. It's because our brains are actually designed to keep us safe. And change makes us feel unsafe. And generally, when change happens, we go into our primitive brain, which activates our fight, flight, or freeze responses. So, what happens is we start procrastinating. We avoid things that we have to deal with. Or if you're anything like me, you stick your head in the sand and pretend that it's actually not happening. But the reality of the world and the business world that we are now in is our clients are no longer looking in the windows of our shops. We can no longer afford to think like a brick and mortar business owner. We need to start thinking like a digital marketer, because our clients are now Googling us, AI searching us. They're going to our websites. They're stalking us on social media. And I bet you $1 million they're reading your reviews. And to start thinking like a digital marketer, you need to start thinking about your marketing in terms of online funnels. And please stay with me here. I'm going to break each step of this funnel down really clearly for you. And it's a very similar concept to what sales agents call their pipeline. And I'll use a fishing analogy. I don't know why, but I always seem to use this analogy when I explain this. It's like you cast a net out into the internet, and the goal is to bring in as many people as you possibly can into the top of your funnel. So the top of your funnel is called TOF in marketing world, very original. And it's where we get visibility for your brand, and it's where we start the data collection. We start getting people's names, emails, and phone numbers. And it's where you create content that people get to know and like who you are. They get to know and like your brand or your personal brand. The goal, once we get these people in, we've cast our net out into the internet world and we're bringing all these people into the top of our funnel. The goal then is to move them down to the middle of the funnel, or the MOF. This is where we work on our connection and lead nurture. It's where you build expertise and influence, and you create content that builds that expertise and influence. It's probably where you would create a lot of educational content. And then you want to move them even further down the funnel to the bottom of the funnel, the BOF. And this is where you convert them into becoming a paying client. It's where you work on retaining them, and it's where you work on referrals. It's where you are firmly set up as their trusted expert. So let's break the top of the funnel down a little bit further for you. So the goal at the top of the funnel is to grow your contact list or your database or your email list, whatever you want to call that. The goal is to get people's names, addresses, emails, phone numbers. It's where you want to explode your brand awareness. You want to get visibility to large audiences. You might only have a few hundred followers. You want to get your brand in front of thousands of different people outside of your followers. It's where you want to create content that solves problems for those people that you want to attract. That's really important. You want to create content that solves problems. So once you know who your ideal audience is, the content that you create, they need to know, oh yes, Sandy from Tatham Sands is my person to solve that problem. I don't get any communication from my property manager. She solves that problem for me. You also want to become known and liked in your community and your core area as well. So how do we do this? Consistent content creation is the absolute key to this. There's a couple of reasons for this. And when I say consistent content, you can post once a week, but you need to be posting consistently once a week, every single week. Twice a week, 3 times, 5 times a week, whatever that consistency looks like for you. It's got to be consistent, because consistent content creation creates trust. If you're there 1 minute and then you don't show up for another month, you're not creating trust with people. They think you're flaky. You're not really serious about your business. You're gone. You're there, you're gone. And yeah, it really does. You might not think it, but it really does damage it. By now, we've all been around online. The online world is not going away. We should be using multiple social platforms. I recommend LinkedIn, Instagram, and Facebook. You want to drive traffic to your website to capture leads. And I'm going to break a lot of this down for you in the next few segments. You want to be creating video content because it shares your content with larger audiences. And meta ads is another great way to reach large audiences outside your direct following. So some of the digital tools that I use and can recommend to you at the top to use to help you in the top of the funnel, obviously ChatGPT. It is your content creation best friend. It'll help you work out who your ideal clients are. It'll help you brainstorm ideas that will help attract those people and get them into your business. You'll also, because you're going to be creating consistent content, you're going to want to have a planner so that you can sort of plan a month's worth of content in advance. I recommend Trello or Notion. Asana works well as well, or even just a simple Excel spreadsheet. If you're just starting out, keep it as simple as possible and as cheap as possible. Simplified is a scheduling platform. Again, there is free versions and cheaper versions. Simplified is the one that we use. There's other ones like Plannable. Meta Ads has their own scheduling platform as well. And some of the CRMs, property management and real estate CRMs, also have some scheduling built into them now as well. Canva is obviously software to help you with your content creation. When it comes to video editing, Opus Clips turns your long form content. So say this training that I'm doing today, I could drop this training into Opus Clips and get it to create 20 short 90-second videos and that creates the captions and everything with it that I could then share across my social platforms. And CapCut is an app that you can have on your phone. It uses the B-roll content from your phone. It has ready-made templates. You just upload your B-roll content from your mobile phones and it puts it with trending music, and it's all fully edited, and they look really professional for a really small amount of effort. You'll want to have a great CRM, because remember, at the top of the funnel, we're collecting people's contact information, emails. This is the start of building those people and pushing them down towards the bottom of the funnel. If you don't get their contact information, you can't continue to nurture them. And if you're thinking about running Facebook ads and don't know where to start, Facebook ads has a library. You can actually just Google Facebook ads library. And in that library, you can compare what other people, your competitors, what other people, you can look up my ads, what I'm running, and get ideas for captions and creatives. Now let's move along to the middle of the funnel. So we've started collecting people. The top part of our growth engine is exposing our brand and our personal brand to audiences outside of our following. We're getting names, we're getting email addresses, we're doing that data collection. Now we're moving them down to the middle of the funnel, where we're going to deepen the connection and lead nurture with them. The goal here, so we want to build on those leads. We want to build on that data we've been collecting. We want to nurture these leads. It's where we start creating content that builds our expertise. So it's where we start maybe doing some educational content. And we want to increase engagement with those people that have come into our world.
If you're ready to be a super organised, focused and productive property manager, buckle up, because Colmio is about to revolutionise the way that you work. Colmio is the driving force behind property management excellence in residential real estate. Now picture this, a comprehensive end-to-end system designed to be the beating heart of your property management tasks, manage your properties, owners and tenants, and handle payments, inspections, and even marketing listings without leaving the platform. Colmio is designed to be an all-in-one solution to all your property management needs. And here's the game changer. Colmio isn't just software. It's been awarded the most innovative prop tech scale up in 2023. Yes, you heard it right. Colmio has been recognised for their groundbreaking approach to property management software. How good is that? So property managers, whether you're a seasoned pro or just starting out, dive into the future of property management with Colmio. You can book in a demo with the team today and go in their weekly draw for a Prezi gift card worth $100. All you need to do is to head to the link colmio.com/thatpropertymum, and Colmio is KOLMEO.
So some of the ways that we do this, like I said, we start creating educational content. As property managers, we think people know what we do, but a lot of people don't know the nuances. They don't know your point of differences. So start sharing and educating and telling people, sharing the value that you provide to people. We forget that we provide a really valuable service. And, if you've never worked on what your points of difference are that makes you stand out from all of your competitors in your local area, do that as an exercise, because that will make your content look completely different to anyone else that's just talking about managing properties and collecting rent and taking care of maintenance. Investor webinars and trainings. This, again, I really encourage you to do something like what I am doing today. There is no reason why you can't do a training like this for investors, getting them to book in, getting them to come along. Maybe it's just for your own clients and you share it on social media, inviting other investors to come along. This is not that hard to put something like this together and start attracting those people, or the people that have already come into the top. You've got their names and emails. You now invite them to an investor training on the compliance changes, the legislation changes, or maybe it's just an update, and you might get some mortgage brokers or rent roll specialists, or different people in, different experts in, that can provide real value for those people. The same goes for offering some investor support. services. Maybe you do offer pre-purchase inspections, and then you do a video walkthrough of them, and you can promote those services on your social media as well. And video content, a really simple thing that you could do to nurture those people as they come in from the top of the funnel. As they come in, then send them off a video, a welcome email, and in it have a link to your YouTube investor series. How professional is that going to make you look, and how different from the other property managers and business owners in your community or BDMs that don't have a YouTube investor series? And again, don't overcomplicate it. You can do a simple Zoom and record yourself doing an investor series. It doesn't start somewhere, and then as you get more confident, you build on it. I didn't start here with the trainings that I do. I started very, very scrappy, and you just grow and learn over time. So some of the digital and AI tools that I use in the middle of my funnels. So Zoom and Demio, these are the platforms that you can host and create trainings on. Calendly is a digital calendar. Make sure you've got that so people can, and have it set up in your signature so people can book in and share it, have it in your bios on your social media profiles, have it on your website, have as many opportunities for people to book in and meet with you in person. In the middle of the funnel, the goal is to get in front of them. The more likely you're able to get in front of them or go and do an inspection at their house, the more likely you are to move them closer towards the bottom of that funnel. If you wanted to start doing some longer form content and nurturing through podcasts, Riverside FM is a great podcast hosting platform. If you want to create deeper copy and email nurture sequences and welcome emails that really speak emotionally to your ideal clients, Claude.ai is great for copywriting. And DeepSeek, if you want to start doing some research, DeepSeek is great for researching. Maybe you want to research your ideal clients or find new clients in your areas, new markets to reach out to. And HeyGen actually creates AI clones of you. And if you weren't comfortable doing your training like I'm doing today, you could potentially get a HeyGen clone that would host a training like this for you. It is crazy what is out there now. I recently have had an AI agent call me and trying to book in an appraisal to rent my property. That, my friends, is going to be the future of where we're heading. So, you don't need to be that advanced just yet, but start thinking about those types of things. AI is not going anywhere. Now let's talk about the bottom of the funnel, and this is where we work on the conversions and new clients. I'm not going to spend a lot of time here because this is really more in person. There's like the goal is obviously to convert that lead. You want them to become your paying client. You want to work on some referrals here. And of course, retention is the biggest growth strategy you'll ever have in your business. Keeping those clients long term is super valuable. It's less digital and more personal at this level. So you want to be picking up the phone, you want to be booking in-person meetings. You still want to have digital tools like proposals and of course digital signatures. You want to have a great onboarding system here, whether that's digital or not. And you want to be creating content like testimonials and case studies. And when you're creating your content, it's important to think about all three levels of your funnel. So like I said, the top of the funnel, you're creating content that people just get to know and like who you are. It might be more personal content. It might be more of about your brand and your team. Then the middle of the content is where you build your expertise and where you'll create more educational content. And then the bottom of the funnel, you want to let people know, you want to build that ultimate trust. So you want to share testimonials and case studies. If you want just really simply put three levels of content to create, those are it. Now, mistake number 2, your SEO. Your SEO is not optimized for AI searches. So once upon a time, SEO was called search engine optimization. It's now called search everywhere optimization. And if you're not showing up in AI searches, you're not going to exist in the next digital evolution. And I invite you after this session today to jump on your AI and search in best property manager in your core area. So say you're in Brisbane or North Brisbane or Gladstone, wherever you're, or New Zealand, jump on in and search best property manager in your core area or best real estate agency in your area and see if you come up. If you come up, you're doing a good job with your SEO. If you don't come up, good news is there's a bit of work to do. And I'm going to show you what work that is that you need to do. And simply put, the more content that you have online now, the more likely you're going to show up in AI searches. So make sure that you've got a system built in your business to be collecting reviews, whether that's tenants or landlords or buyers or sellers. Build in an automated system to consistently be creating reviews. And that's as simple as setting up, some automated emails that go out at different trigger points in a client's journey in your business. You want to be still using keywords. So in search engine optimization, it was really important to use keywords. Same in AI searches. So you want to make sure that you're putting in keywords like property manager, property management. Your location is really important. Putting in where you focus and target is really important as well. And those keywords are really important to be across your social media content, your blogs, your podcasts. Everywhere you create content needs to have those keywords included in it. Uh, Content creation, like I've already harped on about, and you'll hear me harping on a lot about creating consistent content, blog posts and podcasts, which is long form content. This gives you lots of credibility online as well. So get some blog on your website. Every single week, you should have a blog post going up on there if possible. Media, try to get featured in local media. That gives you great credibility to get found on SEO. And remember, our bonus that I'm sharing at the end with you has a media pitch template. Same with getting awards, nominating for awards, getting nominated for awards, posting and sharing that online gives you lots of relevance in SEO as well. Paid ads are also a great way to get found in with your SEO because it's just that consistent content creation coming out for you. Another way that you can obviously improve your SEO, and if you've got a website developer who does your SEO, make sure that you're having conversations with them around what are they doing to improve opportunities for you to get found on AI searches as well. That's really important conversations to have. Now, your website, it's also important that it is optimized to be found on search engines and AI. And this is where you would have those conversations with your web developer or an SEO specialist. You want to have some data capture forms on your website. So when people come to your website, make it easy for them to put in their data or make it easy for them to reach out to you, have your phone number, have your email on there. And another thing that I want to just quickly share with you on your website, it's really important when people go to your homepage on your website that they can see clearly straight away who you are, what you do, and where you do it. And having your keywords built in. I'm a property management only agency offering personalized property management service for investors in Brisbane, Gold Coast, Sunshine Coast. Or you might be a sales agency and property management agency based in Toowoomba. Whatever your core business is, make sure it's clear on that homepage of your website. Drive traffic from your socials to your own website as well. Don't drive traffic to realestate.com or domain. They get enough traffic. Drive traffic from your socials. Put links to your own website in there. And this is really important because social media platforms could be shut down, closed down tomorrow. You'd lose all of your followers. With your website, you get to keep and collect that data. And if you've never done an exercise in checking your website analytics, I totally recommend that you find out how you check your website analytics and find out how many people are visiting your website. You can get the demographics, where they're from, what states, what countries, what locations, whether they're male, female. You can get some really amazing insights, and your ideal clients might not be actually who you think your ideal clients are. So definitely worth checking in on your data as well. Can I ask you a quick favour before you leave this episode? Now, we all know how important reviews are for businesses these days, and mine is no different. If you could spare just a minute to follow, rate and review this podcast, it would mean a lot to me. In fact, what would get me super excited is if you share this podcast with someone in the industry who you think might need to hear some of the episodes right now. And if you'd like to find out more about working with me or any of the products I have to help you start, grow or scale your property management business, head to my website, thatpropertymum.com.au, or check out the links in the show notes.